Hello there, welcome welcome to some Modern. I have here some Sultai Faeries with a good hand. I can curve pretty well here, and I'm on the play, so let's keep it. Opponent's mulliganing, which makes Thoughtseize even stronger. If I get another untapped land, I can actually go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Blossom, turn 3 Last Hope, or snap Thoughtseize. Okay, up against the green-white Value Town deck. So opponent scryed to the top. I don't have much removal. Voice is a real pain in matchups like this. But the entire deck is built around Knight of the Reliquary, so let me just take that while I can. Turn 2 Blossom, and we got that untapped land, so we're going to do a turn 3 Last Hope, killing their bird, which is kind of like the best case scenario here. So opponent plays the Horizon Canopy, and what they do from here is probably just a voice. Yep. Oh, sorry, the knight. Bam. They drew another knight. That must have been what they put on top. Either way, their bird's dead, so we're going to slightly gain value. We can win this game if all we do is just ult Lily. We have plenty of blockers here to do it. Let's start off with a snap. Thoughtseize. I think Courser is the most valuable card here because that is a straight up card draw engine, especially with Knight in play. Three more turns of protecting Liliana the Last Hope, and we effectively win this game. Good top decks would be Cryptic. Assassin's Trophy would be pretty good. So far, our opponent's probably thinking we're just straight blue-black fairies, but we do have the nice splashy green in this deck for Assassin's Trophy and some Tireless Tracker, which is a card that has, I think, fairies kind of needed. Just an extra threat that also happens to be a value engine. Assassin's Trophy was a phenomenal draw here. Let's take out the knight while they're tapped so they can't get as much value from it. Plus this way they can't pull some Sajiri step nonsense. Ramana plus Ghost Quarter means our Creeping Tar Pits probably are never going to attack this game. don't know if you can hear the puppy playing in the background. She's 9 weeks old. Not much to do here except just kind of sit back and try to ride this value train. I built this Sultai Faeries deck to be a little bit of a go bigger, go wider version of like a typical Sultai Tarmogoyf decks. Okay, opponent's just cycling a couple times. I see no reason to not be greedy here, so I'm just going straight emblem here. For example, if I killed the Noble Hierarch to try to keep Liliana in play after the ult, they had a chance to top deck something that could just be bad. Even with the Cryptic in hand, plus this Bitter Blossom will kill me eventually, so I'd rather just get the faster clock on. My plan is to Cryptic my opponent and then attack with double Creeping Tar Pit next turn, if possible. I think opponent's plan was actually here to grab a Kessig Wolfrun at some point, which would have really messed up Liliana if that Assassin's Trophy really saved the day. You can counter tap, counter draw. Let's counter draw. Don't really care about the elemental. Go to 7. Opponent Ghost Quarters himself, probably to grab Plains to get a Path to Exile. To slow my clock down here. Sure. So I'm gonna have 4 blockers. That seems perfect. 4 plus them. 4 more zombies, I mean. Then I'll fall the 6, and then I'll just tap attack again, or I'll just do double creeping tar pit or single creeping tar pit. Doesn't really matter. We have more blockers than the opponent has creatures. Okay, great. Sideboard time. So Languish seems great, Kalitas seems great, more spot removal seems great, Brutality seems okay here. What isn't as good is probably Thoughtseize, even though it did do a good job in that match. Counter Squall, maybe not. Don't know what else to trim here. So that'd be 8 spot removal spells here, plus the 3 cryptics for my removal. Put that in quotes package. I think this is fine. Cards I have to watch out for my opponent are Detention Sphere, maybe? No, they're not blue. Not really sure. I don't think we have too much to worry about from our opponent. We just have to try to control them here. They might try to combo quick with a Knight of the Reliquary. I didn't see any retreat in their list. I really just think they're the value town. They might try to Ghost Quarter all of our lands and machine gun them, but we do have a lot of removal to kind of keep them from doing that. Our clock is very slow, though. Turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 Bitter Blossom worked last time. Let's see if it works on the draw. We still have to draw an untapped land for that to work, though. Perfect. The goal here is for Bitter Blossom just to buy us enough time for Cryptic to come online. Okay, we'll follow the 17. And if they path this tracker, that is completely fine. We do have another anyway. Yep. Do you need a third blue? not in a great spot. We still definitely need to draw something, but the second Tireless Tracker can help pull us ahead here. Okay, Collected Company. The last card in their hand is Tectonic Edge. That is a good company. So I can Fatal Push something right now to avoid the voice trigger, but the only thing I can actually Fatal Push would be a voice itself, which would actually just make the creature bigger. So I think I'm just going to pass here. My plan is to block the Knight with the Fairy and take the rest, which would be 8. Which should put me at 5 life after the Bitter Blossom trigger. Definitely need to draw a Cryptic here. Or a Languish. So I could just do that. I could play to like a Languish right now and Fatal Push the Knight, giving them 3 voice tokens. I just don't think that's worth it. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 4 blue, so mana's not a super issue here. The problem is I don't have a Planeswalker ult to lead up to here, so my bad clock is kind of painful. Okay, so I'll block the large creature, and that's probably about it. Falling, and then I'll block another voice with my Tireless Tracker, and maybe try to chain some Cryptics together to get out of this. Just in a losing position here without a Planeswalker. Best possible top deck would be a Languish. So I'll fall to 1 here. Do-do-do. I guess I can tap, bounce. Buys me 1 more turn to die. Languish. Languish still isn't enough here. It's one of those few situations where Damnation would be much, much better. Okay. Now we get to be on the play. I think I wouldn't mind one more spot removal here. That actually kills their 3-drops reliably. I don't run too many fetch lands in this deck, so it is, I run what, 6? So it's hard to, 8, sorry, so it's hard to reliably get Fatal Push on my own without any clue token or anything like that. It's pretty difficult. So I want to curve discard into Bitter Blossom into Planeswalker. And if that Planeswalker is turn 4, that's fine. Sounds okay. It's a bit slow, but Languish helps keep me up here. Good draw will be a Liliana or a Bitter Blossom. I got neither. But I can counter a 1-drop. Oh, can't count it. Can't cast that yet. Next turn. Jumping ahead of myself here. So I think I actually just want to play Tracker here. And if they have the path, they have the path. That's still just a 1-for-1 where I end up with a land, and I need lands in this deck. Sure. Basic land. If there's a basic land, I would just languished right there. Instead, unfortunately, my opponents are going to have their knights grow a little bit. I can counter a path with Spellstutter Sprite if I choose to. So what's my game plan here? I'm untapping into either a Languish or Cryptic mana. If I'm planning on languishing, then I have no desire to counter this Noble, so I'll just let it be. What I'm hoping is my opponent does not attack. and then I can attack into their creature next turn. And they'll block, and then I'll languish and kill it that way. But unfortunately, their knights are getting pretty big here. Don't have any islands, buddy. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. I can hold up Spell Stutter Sprite or get ready with Bitter Blossom. I think I want to get ready with Bitter Blossom here. Sure. Planning on languishing anyway, so killing Tracker there was actually the right play unless I drew exactly a land. Opponent has Voice of Resurgence in hand. I am going to trophy the knight. Crack a clue. And play a land. So they have 1 unknown card in hand, no way of casting Kessig Wolfrun, but they have us on a 4-turn clock. Okay. Be careful not to fetch an island. I do not have enough mana to Cryptic and attack with Tar Pit, but I do have enough mana to Cryptic and cast Trophy. These Voice of Resurgences are causing me a lot of problems right now. Okay, we're on a 2-turn clock. I think I'm okay falling to 2 here. If they draw the red source, we're pretty much dead anyway. Oh, when they have it. Okay. Oh, it's an island. Oh well, thin's my deck. Let's see. Come on, deck. Let's perform a miracle. Snapcaster Mage. Snap Languish would help get us out of this hole. Okay, so opponent is not walking into the Creeping Tar Pit. They're taking a 2-turn clock. Smart. Snapcaster. Well, sometimes you don't draw well, and sometimes you get outvalued by Value Town. Good game, opponent. I'll see you in the next one.